Hell yeah. You're watching the Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday night. Happy belated Valentine's Day. If you guys are ready to bend over and take the deep dick of logic, let me hear you say it. Woo! Welcome one and all to the greatest show that could ever exist. It's just math. It's the Dusty Show. Don't make me point at you, because I'll do it. What's up? Hell yeah! How's everybody doing tonight? As always, love you. Thank you for joining me. Hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day. What'd you do? What'd you do? Tell you what I did. Played this new game, Mugenics. Right up my alley. Basically, you fuck cat. You don't fuck cat. I misworded that. You breed cats, and then you watch them fuck. Much less weird. It was pretty cool. Basically, you breed a bunch of cats and try to get their stats up, and then you fight. I suck shit. That's what it says. It says I'm having a problem with my internet today. I don't really know what. That's what it says. It says I'm having a problem with my internet today. I don't really know what the fucking deal is. This sucks shit. So we'll see. We'll see if it goes through or not. Right here, it was telling me something's fucky, Dusty. Oh well, I'm doing my best. We're gonna see if we can roll through it. I almost canceled tonight's show because it was such a boring fucking weekend, and I was like, nah, you only have so many shows you can cancel. Just do it, Dusty. It's gonna be a quick show tonight. We'll see how the fuck it goes if it goes through. So super chats are open. Hit me up. Gonna read all your words at the middle of the show and the end. Let's go ahead and kick it off, though, folks. Gonna start you guys off with a little bit of economy. It's the economy, stupid! And first off, on It's the Economy, stupid. Breaking! U.S. job numbers revised down by over 1 million jobs from last year. So, is that good? Somebody tell me. I'm bad at economics. Is 1 million jobs less? They're just making it up, folks. Making it up. So, basically, all the jobs they said they made last year when Donald Trump's first year of presidency canceled out. They just lied about it. So, no jobs in 2025. Which I've been reading Reddit. They're like, yeah, that tracks. Ain't no fucking jobs out there. So I don't know if you guys are tired of winning yet, but I don't think we could take much more of this fucking winning. Meanwhile, breaking, U.S. housing markets reached most unaffordable level ever in history. So no one can afford a house anymore. Sorry, Generation X, Y, Z, all of you fucking letters. You boned. Hey, I didn't do it. I didn't vote for this motherfucker. Anyway, remember, here's why.
And I want them to understand it. You know, there's so much talk about, we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down.
Why would you?
I want to drive housing prices up for people that own their homes. And they can be assured that's what's going to happen.
Mission accomplished. Hell yeah. Hey, you will rent for life. You will own nothing, and you will love it, right? You are a renter class. That is your lot in life. No jobs, no houses. That's right. No living wages. Hey, what do they expect you to do? I'm not allowed to say. They'll call me a domestic terrorist. I got me a house for free, baby, so I ain't going to complain, y'all. I'm pretty happy about it. And home builders warn GOP. ICE will turn Texas blue. Hell yeah, finally. ICE good for something. Home builders are warning President Donald Trump that his aggressive immigration enforcement efforts are hurting the industry. They're cautioning that Republican candidates could soon be hurt too. Construction executives had held multiple meetings over the last month with the White House and Congress to discuss how immigration bust on job sites and in communities are scaring away employees, making it more expensive to build homes in a market desperate for a new supply. I guess working as intended, though, right? He wants the shit to be more expensive. Old people, right? He's about to get rid of also property taxes for old people. So he need to give old people even more shit. Not like they didn't have it already made as it is. They need to have the best of anybody that's ever been, and then they could just die off, and then the rest of the humanity is fucked, I guess. Thanks, olds! I'm glad I'm one of you young kids. What's up? I'm Moggin. No cap. And Wall Street Journal says companies about to jack up the price. No, once again, Dusty, jack up, not jack off. Jack up the prices. So they've been doing a good job of not jacking off the prices too much so far. They order a bunch of shit ahead of time. And also, they've been eating the cost a little bit of these fucking tariffs. Even though like $1,000 per American households have gone to the tariffs. So we are paying a lot of it. But companies been holding it back a little bit. Inflation ain't been as high as it normally would be because, like I said, they front-loaded a bunch of stuff. And also, like, people stop having confidence in the economy, so they basically stop buying shit. And it's supply and demand, right? If there's less demand, then they have to lower the price, right? So helps with inflation when everybody's fucking broke. You can't buy shit. So I guess... good for Trump's economy. But anyway, apparently they're going to start jacking off the prices. Companies from Levi Strauss, that's a good one to jack off your prices, and Co., to McCormick and Co., lots of Co's, among others, say they are raising prices early this year on items from blue jeans and spices to housewares and industrial products. After holding the line on prices for several months, companies big and small have begun a new round of increases. So, yeah, you guys ain't felt nothing. Yeah, we about to get fucking hosed even more. And we deserve it. I think we can all agree. Meanwhile, their words don't mean nothing. As I always tell you guys, the people of nothing. You guys hear about the billionaire Trump mega donor, dude that helped Trump get $50 million to become president again. And he was like, I'm elected Trump president because we need to quit offshoring all our goddamn products. We can't have American producers closing American factories and offshoring, he said. We need to protect American jobs and protect American manufacturing, he said in an interview in 2024 when he was explaining why he's raising all this money for Donald Trump. And you already know how it goes. Yeah, he offshored all his fucking jobs. Billionaire Trump making donor to move factory to China. John Paulson, a hedge fund billionaire and one of Donald Trump's earliest Wall Street backers, is planning to offshore an Ohio manufacturing plant to China, despite heavily pushback from his employees. He don't give a shit, right? He got his, y'all. He got his huge fucking tax cuts. That's what it was all about. Everything for them, nothing for fucking you. So eat your cat food and die, America, right? You voted for the coffin. Just lay down and shut the fuck up. Meanwhile, isn't Vault the evil company on The Boys? Anyway, Vault allocated $15 million in USAID funds. So here's some motherfucker you probably never heard about, right? This guy, Russell Vault, President. This motherfucker, I don't know. It seems like it should be the same fucking shit either way, but all right, we'll try this. I'm desperate. Got to keep the show going. All right, next up, Vault. That's what you're talking about, evil fucking Vault. So this motherfucker got $15 million for his private security from the biggest suckers and losers on the planet, the American taxpayer. Why not, baby? It's the Let Them Eat Cake administration. We don't fucking need health care or, cancer research for kids or nothing. This motherfucker, who we never heard of, need $15 million for private security. Sure, why not? Works for me, America. And hopefully be back. Next up, I made a new opening for this. Let's take a look at it. Here's a new opening for the Epstein Files. Epstein Files, cover up that shit, gonna shred all the files. Yeah, nailed it. And first off, on tonight's Epstein Files, boom, nailed it. They're on Fox News. It's a big joke, y'all. Yeah, Epstein, biggest, pedophile, child trafficker, most famous one at least in the history of the country. Fox News! Epstein was actually a hoot, y'all.
And it looks like he's mostly just a fixer.
Just a fixer?
A guy who advises. He helps people with their problems. Sometimes those problems are, you need a girl.
Or a child.
And
look, child. I said girl, even though it's a child. That's about child rape, y'all. They laughing about it. Oh, the number one cable news network in America. Oh, man, child rape is fucking hilarious. Sometimes you need a helpful guy to find you a girl, everybody. Let's watch that again so we can be horrified even more together. Let me turn up the volume so you can be triple, quadruple horrified. Turn up the horrification.
Just a fixer. A guy who advises. He helps people with their problems. Sometimes those problems are, you need a girl. And
or some penicillin.
Or some, if you need it, he's got it.
He's a sex rabbi.
He's a sex rabbi.
You should perform at the halftime show next year.
Yeah. Genius comedy.
That won't be happening.
It's all a big fucking joke, y'all. They covered up the rape of children. We got a pedophile president, a pedophile cabinet. It's amazing, this country. And here's what they're laughing about, y'all. Hey, dear Jeffrey Epstein, here's a picture, age 10, and y'all, government redacted it. They redacted it. That's what we want, right? Don't you guys feel more safe and secure that our government is covering up for literal pedophiles? Yeah, Pam Body, Fast Potato, Donald Trump want you to move on. The fuck we will. Hell, so than all, I say, We're never moving on. Going to be Epstein the clock all the time. And meanwhile, after releasing 3.5 million files, half of the 6 million documents Epstein archive, the DOJ has announced that it has concluded its disclosure and won't release any more of the files. That's what they said before. Before they released these first 3 million, they was like, hey, we done. Investigation over. It's all good, baby. And then they were forced to release the other 3 million. And they're like, we're done. You guys don't need to see the other 3 million. No, that's the ones we need to see. You obviously just released the ones that you don't think going to make Trump look bad. You flooded the zone with fucking bullshit. Release the files, but they ain't going to. Not like Congress passed a law or anything. They did? Oh, well, that didn't matter. We have a dictator. So then I thought this was a good way to put it. The quicker we come to terms with the reality that Pam Bondi is just Donald Trump's Ghislaine Maxwell, the sooner we make sense of it all. Yeah, he pretty much his girl Friday, right? His right-hand man, his fixer. That's what she is to him. That's why she's in that fucking position. Is she the most qualified? Nope. She's the most likable? Nope. She doing a good job? Nope. Is she helping Trump cover for pedophiles? Fuck yeah, she is. Good old Ghislaine. Hopefully she ends up in the same exact place Ghislaine is. We're going to get there. Some people think Ghislaine has been replaced by a clone. You guys heard that? You will in just a second. Anyway. But no, 50,000. That's what we should be talking. Have you apologized to Donald Trump? Have you apologized to the greatest president who ever existed? Nailed it. I want that dog immediately. And hey, you guys know how much I hate AI? It is known. But finally, we found a good use for it.
I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chump some of this shit.
Ah! We're going to need a
The
bigger
Dow
bitch.
is over 50,000
It is.
right now.
Right now. Run! Get out of there! Woo! Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the shark. Dow's over 50,000. It's all good. Shark can eat you. It's fine. The Dow. Meanwhile, he is a criminal, at least according to Marjorie Trader Queen. She flipped sides, y'all. She gonna be running for president. She gonna run for everything. She's the anti-Trump conservative candidate, even though she's responsible for putting Trump in office to begin with, right? She's been his biggest cheerleader. But don't take any fucking responsibility now that Nazism has taken over. Rats leaving a sinking ship. Here she is on this chick who's the biggest loser and talking to her about all the pedophile.
Attacking Thomas Massey, nonstop attacking Thomas Massey.
He is doing that.
And then one day I get a phone call from the president in September, and he is so mad at me. And he's yelling at me.
Why?
And he's angry at me. And the fact that he's like, you're supporting Rand Paul Jr. And he's chewing me out for signing my name on Thomas Massey's discharge petition to release the Epstein files.
Release it.
And I'm trying to tell him, Mr. President, they say you did nothing wrong.
They don't say that at all. Oh, they don't say that. How could you know what they say before you release the files?
This needs to come out.
Right.
And so we're having this argument, and he tells me on this phone call, he's like, Marjorie, my friends will get hurt.
Like Donald Trump gives a shit about any of his fucking friends. Come on. Donald Trump has no loyalty to anybody except for Donald Trump. He doesn't care about anybody except for his fucking self. It's obvious the reason he wants to bury these files is because it makes him look bad, but continue.
That's it. That's it. I mean, that is it. Obviously, that's it. Because
no, obviously it's not it, you stupid fucking idiots. Obviously he's guilty as shit, but
they're all in here. Imagine the phone calls. It's everyone. It's every single person is on this freaking list. They're all there. Every billionaire, heads of state, Larry Summers, Peter Thiel. They're all.
Yep, nobody can be held accountable for shit because America, baby. You're just expected to be raped by your betters, right? Meanwhile, the Epstein memes overrun the White House Valentine's Day post. Now, these aren't actually that good. I'm kind of disappointed in the internet for once, but I'll give you an E for effort, I guess. White House put up Donald Trump and his gold digger. Happy Valentine's Day. Make sure you have a prenup. And they're like, the guy who cheated on his wife, number one, with wife number two, who got pregnant while he was still married to number one, then cheated on number two with number three, and cheated on number three, the porn star actress, the Playboy model, and bragged about committing sexual assault, has the complete and unwavering support of the conservative evangelicals and the party of family values. A little wordy, to be honest with you. The meme's got to be a little shorter there. The left can't mean. We already know that. And distributor, owner, product buyer, fuck you. I don't like that one. Friend, no. uninspired. Come on. Him and Jeffrey Epstein, all right, but that's still none of this. I just did a line of coke off the toilet. Well, that's the true story. He did say that. And then Pam Bondi redacted it. Roses are, I'm going to say penis. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Man, I don't care anymore. I'm already over this. And then, apparently, the Wisconsin GOP headquarters got a little bit of vandalism. Somebody wrote pedophile protectors. He should have wrote guardians of pedophiles. That's GOP. Makes a lot of sense. Funny. Anyway, you're good. The Republican Party of Clare County, nailed it, headquarters in Altoona was vandalized overnight between Friday evening and Saturday morning. The chairman of the Republican Party in Clare County, Fred Campus, said the building owner noticed the vandalism this morning. We all noticed. How you gonna miss it? What, you blind? Obviously you noticed it. Anyway, keep up the good work, vandals. Meanwhile, billionaire Hyatt CEO steps down. I can't believe anybody's been held responsible. I mean, he's not in jail or anything, but he's still going to be rich as fuck and live his life. But Thomas J. Prick, a billionaire heir to the Hyatt Hotels fortune, stepped down from his role Monday as an executive chairman of the Hyatt Hotels Corporation, becoming the latest person felled by an association with disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. He was like Jeffrey Epstein's best bud. He was all up in Jeffrey Epstein crack even years after he was convicted of, pedo shit. So good riddance, but jail, under the jail, all of it. Then, you guys never heard about this before, except for when I just mentioned it earlier. Apparently, they think Ghislaine Maxwell got replaced by a body double. She free somewhere, probably on an island with Jeffrey Epstein playing the Xbox. That's the theory. And all kinds of videos came out, all kinds of pictures comparing. Now, this is the one that's in prison right now, and this is the old picture of her, and her nose looks a little bit more pointy. And here, let me play the video. They're like, look, guys, look. This new her, and let's overlap them. The nose is totally different. It's a different woman. Where Ghislaine at? She obviously got broken out of prison. Prison break. Some dude got tattoos all over his body. They going through the sewer system. They sprung her and her Jeffrey Epstein. So that's my fucking theory. Although I don't think that's true. To be honest with you, I think it's the same woman. Maybe she had a nose job before she went into the pokey. I don't know. But the ears are the same. Ears give it away. You can't fake your ears. So I'm saying probably the same person. And, all right, that's my Jeffrey Epstein coverage. Fuck yeah. All right, I got a Chud Watch coming up. We'll do Chud Watch and then we'll do halftime. What you guys got to say about that? And just lame. It works for me. Evil Scott Baio does like Scott Baio. At least they can finally get a job. But they're against, trans shit, so I guess not. RFK one is funny. That was all right. You can't even lampoon him because he literally said that. So you can't. It's beyond parody. Silence of the Lambs. All right, let's move along, folks. You've been waiting for it. I need to switch over to the old Chud Watch theme, but I haven't done it yet. So here's new Chud. Chud Watch. Hey, yeah. Talking about Chud Watch. Shabba-ding-dong. We talk about Chud Watch. And then what does Ric Flair say? And make fun of it. Chud Watch. Woo! And speaking of Chud Watch, Melania, the movie, cratered, so they spent $75 million on this fucking documentary. It's not even a documentary. It's just kind of a fluff piece, a vanity project of Melania. Apparently, the whole documentary is her, like, stepping off a plane, into a car, into a hotel, back into the car, back into the plane, just vapid nothingness. She seems like a cold fucking fish. A very uninteresting person. But anyway, Jeff Bezos, who got like $8 billion from Trump tax cuts, is like, hey, I want to suck up to Donald Trump. $75 billion ain't nothing to me compared to what I'm going to get out of it, baby. So, hey, how can I bribe you, Donald Trump? And he's like, hey, just give some money to my annoying wife. Done, babe. So, not only did they spend $75 million on this movie, they had hundreds of millions of dollars worth of free advertisement. My entire front page on Twitter boosted by Elon Musk, was go see Melania. We demand you go see Melania. Are you an American patriot? Melania, the most glamorous first lady of all time. Melania. So anyway, only did like 15 million after all that. And that's also where they were forcing people in the military to go, and they were buying up tickets from the whole theaters and shit. So, mega flop, which of course it was. I told you guys when this first came out, this is just legalized bribery. Nobody gives a shit about Melania fucking Trump, right? No, even Trump supporters don't care about her. You know how I know? Because they didn't go see the fucking movie. They told everybody else to go see it. They didn't go see it. So, flop, but of course it was. Meanwhile, Donald Trump finally turned it on Bill Maher. Remember Bill Maher? Went to dinner with Donald Trump not too long ago, and Bill Maher was like, oh my God, Donald Trump! He's such a swell guy. He's such a neat fellow. Donald Trump, and he also hates war, everybody. I had dinner with him, and I can't tell you why, because why would I tell you? But trust me, he hates war. And then he went to name the Department of Defense, Department of War, and did a bunch of wars and shit. But anyway, forget that part. Now, I guess Bill Maher says something he don't like. Donald Trump ain't got no loyalty to anybody except for himself. Even though Bill Maher been sucking those Trump nuts for like months. So now he finally firing back at old Bill Maher. And he's like, sometimes in life, you waste time. TV host Bill Maher asked to have dinner with me through one of his friends, also a friend of mine. And I agreed. He came into the famed Oval Office much different than I thought he would be. He was extremely nervous, bitch. Had zero confidence, slut. And in himself, and to soothe his nerves, immediately, within seconds, he asked for a vodka tonic, drunk lush. He said to me, I've never felt this way before. He was in love. I'm actually scared. In one respect, it was somewhat endearing. I love when motherfuckers are terrified of me. So anyway, he's like, Bill Maher sucks shit now. I'm off the Bill Maher train. So I just like when Trump humiliates people that I hate too. I get on board with that for once. I hope they kill each other in Minecraft as always. Meanwhile, as I told you guys, it's all coming down around it, folks. Hopefully, don't get my fucking hopes up too much. But worst approval rating for any president ever, except for 2. Even worse than the first time, which is really saying something. Here's a little peek from CNN.
Let's take a look at another president, though. President Donald John Trump. Look at this. I got 4 numbers across for you on this screen here. They are all second-term lows for the given pollster. What are we talking about? AP North, 26 points below water. NBC, 22 points below water. Yahoo YouGov, 20 points below water. Quinnipiac, 19 points below water. So we're ranging from negative 19 points all the way to negative 26 points. You know, Kate, there's this question that folks keep asking, you know, where is the floor for Donald Trump? And I'm not sure there is a floor, because if there is one, Donald Trump, at least in term number 2, has just fallen through it to another low level.
He is fat.
How does this compare with his first term, and how does this compare with Joe Biden?
Okay, so we look at these numbers right here. One of the things that Donald Trump had been arguing, his proponents have been arguing, oh, you know what, he's doing better than he was doing in term number 1. No longer is that the case. What are we talking about here? Okay, net approval rating at this point in the term. Look at this. 22 points below water on average when you average all the pollsters from the last slide. That is actually lower. That is lower than he was at this point in term number 1, when he was 17 points below water. So
below
he's doing 5 points worse, 5 points worse, and he's doing way worse than Joe Biden was doing at this point.
I know, and
in
Joe
his
Biden
term number 1,
like
when he was
30,000
13
kids.
points below water.
Imagine
so the
worse than
bottom
that.
line is this: Donald Trump is setting new records for himself in term number 2.
Setting
new records for himself compared to where he was at this point in term number 1, and he's doing worse than Joe Biden, which is, of course, the comparison that Donald Trump does not want to be. Because
that's what I'm thinking. This guy's too hyped up. That's me saying that. I feel like a hypocrite. I don't want to make fun of him being hyped up, but calm it down, buddy. Leave it to the professionals. Anyway, good. Maybe the world is coming around. Although it looks like they're just going to try to steal the election. They're fixing to pass the SAVE Act. They already passed it in one house, and they're going to pass the other one. And basically, that's going to make it where it's you have to go get all your papers together that prove you're a citizen, I guess, and go get some kind of ID that shows that you have all your paperwork together. And then, of course, like a lot of people ain't going to do that. A lot of people are terrorized by ICE, and they're even the ones that are here illegally. If they're brown, they're just worried that they're going to be harassed, and they'd rather just keep their head down and not be terrorized. So a lot of the people aren't going to do this, right? Which is the whole point. make less and less people vote because that's the only way they're going to win. So we'll see if this caper works. He always has a new scheme. He has 10 fucking different plans to steal shit. Hopefully none of it worked, though. I'll keep you guys posted. And I'm hard to say the least because I have been seeing a lot of people push back against Donald Trump, and I thought the dam would never break. I thought they would never jump off his fucking nuts. But more and more people are starting to wake up because of all this Epstein shit. Like this gentleman who put out this video against Donald Trump. Why are you brushing your hair? You got nothing.
So
why brush your hair? Put your hat back on.
Just got the Skippy video.
Uh-huh.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, please, I'm begging you. I'm telling you right now, don't go look it up.
Don't go look it up, guys.
It was sent to me by someone who had good intentions, and they wanted me to call it out on my platforms because I have such a huge following on my Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, so immediately after he said, don't go look up the Skippy video, I went up to the Skippy video. And I just want to say, I don't think it's real. I don't think it has nothing to do with Epstein whatsoever. He might have shared it, but it's like an old thing, and I don't believe it's real. But it doesn't matter, folks. What matters is this guy thinks it's real, and he hates Donald Trump because of it.
This message is for President Trump. It's not. Earlier today, P.S. Trump, fuck you. I'm going to say that.
I'm with that.
Earlier today, you said it's time for us to move on from these Epstein files.
Epstein. Love it.
The fuck are you talking about?
I know, right?
Who's been arrested?
Nobody.
Who's been arrested? There are people currently right now, like the Skippy, who is in the government. And if you can watch that video and hear that child.
I watched it.
And say we need to move on.
Maybe not. I don't know.
You are worthless in my eyes until you do something.
It was basically a guy. It was really hard to see what was going on. It was a guy. It was a girl yelling, and a guy. It looks like he was swinging a belt or something, screaming, "You're gonna call me daddy. You're gonna say I'm your father." And then there's another scene. Looked like it was for a movie of a girl in a tank that was filled with water. So that's what I saw.
You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. We need to burn this motherfucker to the ground until every single person that was involved in this, guys, I know my platform isn't political, but goddamn, I feel like
it's not.
I feel like at this point, if you're not saying anything, you're complicit.
I'm with you there.
Like you're okay with what happened to these women, these children, these young boys, these men. And it was done by the highest powers in government. It was done by the most powerful people that are supposed to protect. I'm begging you, don't go listen to the video. I'll never forget it.
I did, but anyway, like I said, I don't care why they're waking up, even if they're waking up because of bullshit videos that are not even fucking real. Whatever it takes. Welcome aboard, fucking moonbats. Meanwhile, Philadelphia slavery exhibit was ordered to be restored, folks. That's what Trump's doing at all our national monuments, all our parks, all our museums. They're trying to remove any mention of slavery because it makes white people's fifis get hurt. And can't have that. White people fragile as fuck. So a judge is like, hey, this is some 1984 bullshit. You can't do that. A federal judge has ordered President Donald Trump's administration to return an exhibit on slavery to the Philadelphia's Independence National Historical Park. In a 40-page ruling on Monday, U.S. District Court Judge Cynthia Roof compared the Interior Department and Secretary Doug Burgum to George Orwell's Ministry of Truth, as if the Ministry of Truth in George Orwell's 1984 now existed, with its motto, ignorance is strength. This court is now asked to determine whether the federal government has the power it claims to dissemble and disassemble historical truths. When it has some domain over historical facts, it does not, but that's what they want. They want to retcon history. They want to erase our history while getting upset when you try to take down a federal Confederacy monument to a vicious slave owner. To them, that's erasing the history, but literally removing history is not. Because it was never about erasing history. It was all about your fucking feelings. Goddamn crackers. Meanwhile, in South Carolina, measles outbreaks reaches 950 cases. We did it. Woo! I'm saying, folks, I think we can at least hit 1,000. Think big! And Captain Brainworms, he's to blame for this. State health officials are reporting 17 new cases of measles in the state since Tuesday. We can do way better. Come on. Let's go! Fucking idiots. Hey, that's what you get, though, America. Vote the dumbest people in. Get the goddamn dumbest outcomes. Meanwhile, they're trash. These are people rolling us. They think it's hilarious. It's the official GOP Twitter account. My love for you is bigger than JB Pritzker. Yeah, hey, this guy's fat. Now, that's something like I would say, but I ain't the fucking president or the main account for one of the only two parties in the country. You guys think you would have some class, and they're like, don't be a spaz. I want to get locked up with you at the alligator Alcatraz. And these memes are bad for one thing, but also embarrassing that this is what our politics has devolved into. We're not a serious country, not a serious people, and this is the kind of empathy I expect from Christian conservatives. And all right, that is my Chud Watch. Hell yeah, halftime. Boom, 34 minutes. I told you it's going to be a quick show tonight. For once, I ain't fucking lying. Now, please forgive me while I do a very quick commercial. Hey, folks, patreon.com/Codcast. There's a link in the description of this video. Could you consider chipping in a few bucks? Hi, my name is Dusty, and I'm an independent journalist. I don't allow ads run on my show because I don't trust no motherfuckers, and I don't have no sponsors because I don't trust no motherfuckers, and I don't let nobody tell me what to say except for you guys in the super chats, which you actually can buy me pretty cheap now I think about it. Anyway, if you guys want to help me out, please chip in a few bucks at patreon.com and keep the lights on for me and the cats. Fuck yeah, there's one right there. Hell. All right, let's move on. Super chats. Rebecca, what up, Rebecca? Love saying disapproval at all-time high. No, right? Finally, some good fucking news. Wishing all a good night. Hey, thank you, Rebecca. As always, love you. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Say hello to the hubby. And BBC sent me a message, said he had some family obligations to take care of. So, missing you, BBC. As always, BBC Rebecca, keeping the show afloat. Appreciate you guys. BBC said it's coming out here in March. Can't wait. I am Too Fly Cam. Welcome to us, buddies. Fuck yeah. Spam the chat with impunity. Appreciate your show. Will USA exist in 50 years? I don't know if any country's going to exist in 50 years. I think AI going to take over way before then. But hey, we'll see what happens. Graham, first time I've been sick since pre-COVID days. Oh, well, happy Mugenics. Hey, I'm sorry you're feeling bad, but thank you for the $20 Canadian takeoff, hoser, eh? And have yourself a beer on me. Or on you, since you paid for it, Graham. Malombre, 176, $10 Australian. What's up, future motherfucker? Dusty is my man. I had a windfall tax return from 2 years ago, so spread the wealth, eh? Yeah, nailed it. I know you guys were like, Crocodile Dundee is in the room with us right now. That was me. Thank you, Malombre. Awesome Gaming TV HD, $10. I'll fucking take it. Didn't say it, ain't got to. Swaggering cat, woo! Gonna make me read you sexy. The Pharaohs are enjoying their long weekend and want you to enjoy this gift. Slante, hell yeah! I'm gonna fuck some cats in eugenics. I mean, breed some cats in eugenics in the Pharaoh's honor. Thank you, Swaggering cat. Ivy Evans, what up, Ivy? 10 tickets from Ivy. Hey, if you got your ticket, please check the community section of YouTube for last Friday's after party. It's the show after the show, and we got a new one coming up on Wednesday. We do it every other show, so thank you, Ivy, and make sure to give her all your love. Coach A, all the twos for Cole. Good to see you tonight, Cole. Hope you're doing well. Basset How Gang, $10 of the show. Say hi to the kitties. Hell yeah, hello. Hello to the kitties. Don't get them started. All the girl cats have synced up their heats now, and they're all just like are trying to smash each other's asses in each other's face. And they're like, "Fuck me! No, you fuck me! No, you fuck me! No, you fuck me! Somebody fuck somebody! Just shut the fuck up already!" They loud, but I guess they're sleeping now. So that's good. And all right, we're along, folks. Get your super chats in. Gonna read all the rest of it into the show, but for now, it's time for some secret police. The Secret Police. And yeah, that's where we're at this point in history, folks. Apparently the government can just kill you. And then if the state wants to hold accountable the people that murder you, the government will just cover up for the murderers. Remember, they were like, oh, states' rights. We really believe in states' rights. It turned out, yeah, that was fucking bullshit. FBI formally blocks Minnesota police from printing evidence. Remember, they murdered him in broad daylight in front of the world. I guess they're just going to go away with it. The FBI formally notified the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension that it will not provide the BCA with access to any information or evidence that it has collected in the January 24 shooting death of Alex Preddy. The BCA reiterated the request to receive information, access to evidence, and cooperation in the January 7th shooting death of Renee Good and January 14th shooting of Julia Sosa Sealans. It remains unclear if there will be any cooperation or sharing of information related to those two shootings, and I guess not. I guess we're all just marked for death, folks. They could just kill you. Not even America anymore, folks. Not even America. Meanwhile, Americans realizing they can go to prison for criticizing ICE. Yeah, this is a report that just came out. Department of Homeland Security demands Google, Reddit, Meta, and Discord to hand over personal data of users criticizing ICE. Hey, ICE, how you doing? I'm saving you guys. I'm just going to be on the list like 1,000 different times. So you guys hide behind me. I'll shield you from the fucking list. But hey, you can't kill us all, can you? Probably. They probably can. It's all good. At least I had a good run while it lasted. And yeah, here's John Cena or something. I can't see anything, but apparently he's doing a look of some sort. And then, did you guys see all the children running from ICE in the new United States of America? ICE, yeah. Kids at a school running from the secret police, running from the Nazis, terrified, folks. Yeah, here they come. This is why so many people aren't going to go get their voter ID, even legalized ones. They don't want to be fucking harassed by the government, and that's the whole point. They want to terrify you. They want you to stay at home. And one more on the secret police, and this is a video that I was going to show you guys in the last show, but Reddit deleted it because Reddit sucks shit and deletes everything. So anyway, I guess I couldn't see what started this, but it says, and the way the guy who's filming it responds, it seems like this might be true. It said this old white motherfucker is screaming "Ice, Ice, baby" at these Latino Mexican people in order to rile them up. Let's see how that goes for him. No longer available. Are you out of your fucking mind? God damn it, I will murder everybody that's ever existed. I will bring God down from his throne and slit his fucking throat. Are you kidding me? Fuck. God damn Reddit, motherfucker. How many times? I don't even want you to see that anymore. That was it. That was whatever. Fuck this goddamn world. And all right, folks, next up. As if it could get any worse, here's some free fucking Palestine. I didn't even make a new free Palestine yet. Free Palestine. It's all going to shit, goddammit. First off, on free Palestine, Trump claims $5 million in border peace pledges. Yay! And this fucked up 1984 dystopia, wars, peace, up is down, left is right. So, yeah. President of the War of Peace, making people pay him $1 billion so they can take a piece of the pie of Palestine after this motherfucker just genocided all the people there. So, yeah, he claims $5 billion. What a grim fucking time we live. What a clownish fucking world. How can the rest of the world sit by as we just genocide these people and then Donald Trump gets to divvy up all their fucking land and take bribes right in the fucking light of day over it? Fuck this goddamn world. Meanwhile, this is how they stay in power, folks. This is how they fucking roll us. You guys know Representative Florida Congressperson Randy Fine, one of the biggest giant sacks of shit to ever exist. Well, apparently he was caught illegally voting in the congressional floor multiple times. A video has surfaced showing Florida Congressman Randy Fine illegally voted on behalf of other members during a bill seeking to outlaw boycotts of Israel. This is what it's all about, folks. Look at this guy. He's looking around. Anybody see me do this? Anybody see me do this? Vote for this guy. Vote for this guy. Vote for this guy. Vote for this guy. Yay! I'm voting for everybody. So you guys are not allowed your First Amendment rights to boycott Israel. You're not allowed to do what you want to with your money. You can boycott America if you want to. You can boycott anything you want, but not Israel. And then there was another motherfucking video. No, your eyes aren't fooling you. A second video of Randy Fine unlawfully casting votes in Florida. Yep, there he goes. That's how it works, folks. That's why they rule us. They don't even have to show up for their jobs. They got one lackey who will do it all fucking for them. And will be ruled for goddamn ever by these terrorists. Meanwhile, You know who loves him some Israel? John Fetterman. John Fetterman is appalled that AOC thinks there should be conditions on Israel when we give them money, and he's like, hell no. Love Israel. Anyway, watch this brain dead piece of shit not be able to string a goddamn sentence together.
And I think that personally, that the idea of completely unconditional aid, no matter what one does not make sense. I think it enabled a genocide in Gaza.
Right?
She talks about a genocide, but I have a Jerusalem Post headline this week that Iran is shooting protesters in their hospital beds.
Okay, that's probably true, but hey, that's whataboutism. Just because Iran is doing some genocide doesn't mean that Israel didn't also do a genocide. And also, the big part of this is we are not paying for what Iran did, all right? We're not paying Iran to shoot protesters, but we are paying Israel to genocide the Palestinian people. It's our tax dollars, right? So it's a little bit different there, a little bit different, Moonbat.
But she makes no mention of that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Why is she so eager to criticize and find a way to criticize Israel?
Because they did a genocide that was broadcast to the entire world. We watched thousands of kids get their heads blown fucking off, their bodies hanging headless off the rubble of their fucking apartment complexes. You know, when our tax dollars were used to pay for fucking that, and we got a little upset about it. Maybe, John!
But I don't really recall them saying anything as Iran was executing thousands and thousands of their protesters.
First off, we did say something. That's bad. We were totally fucking against it, but it's different situations, and this is whataboutism.
Now, there was never any genocide in Gaza. Absolutely. And there shouldn't ever be any conditions for aid for Israel.
That's right. No conditions, baby. They can murder anybody they want to. Hey, they could come to my house. They could rape my wife in front of me. They could murder my kids. No conditions. Literally whatever they want to do. They could flay me alive. They could cut open the top of my head, take my skull off, and feed me parts of my brain like fucking Silence of the Lambs. I would say, give them their check.
They were in an existential war. That's part of the problem with the very anti-Israel part of my party. So call that what it is. Why wouldn't you can't just stand? And why wouldn't you can't just stand? Holy shit, his brain is so scrambled.
I have a new theory, folks, on why John Fetterman is suddenly so gung-ho for Israel. Here's what I think happened. I think John Fetterman fucked a kid or strangled a hooker, something really bad. And then he was walking into his building one day, and some guy walked up to him, and he's like, John, we have it all on video. We have it all, the fucking evidence. We have it right here. And they showed it to him, and he had a stroke right on the spot. I think that's what caused his stroke. His adrenaline flooded him. He got really scared. He stroked the fuck out. And then when he woke up from the hospital, he's like, oh, Israel, I suck your dick, Israel. Please don't tell anybody about all the kids I fucked. That's the only explanation for this, y'all.
Why wouldn't you can't just stand?
Why wouldn't you can't just stand?
Why would you align yourself for raging anti-Semitites?
Anti-Semitites.
Hamas people like Hassan Piker. And now, why can't you just call it what it is? You know, there's a rot in my party standing with pro-Hamas people like that, whether it's even in the New York Times. They're fascinated.
So they're infascinated? Is that what he said?
Whether it's even in the New York Times, they're fascinated with him.
They're infascinated.
So
what you gonna do, folks? Definitely no brain damage.
And call this is...
It's the best of us all, folks. Democratic John Fetterman, whose full-time job now is just to go on Fox News and say whatever the fuck they wanted him to say about Israel. Yay! Come on, Stroke. And that's it. Hey, that is my Free Palestine. Short and sweet, baby. Like me. All right, we got some what the fuck. I hadn't done some what the fuck in a while. So we got a little bit what the fuck, got a couple Beyond parodies, got one hero. Guess who it is? You ain't gonna guess. And then it's over until Wednesday. I'll be back though. I can't quit you guys. So get your super chats in. We moving on. Hadn't done this one a while. It's time for a little bit of what the fuck. What the fuck? And first off, on what the fuck, chunk yogurt. Now a 9/11 conspiracy theorist, old Chunk says, I no longer believe official 9/11 story. I think probably Al-Qaeda did it. I think probably Osama bin Laden did it. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the United States government knew in advance, just like Israel definitely knew in advance that October 7th was going to happen, right? 100% knew in advance. I don't know if they did it themselves, but they 100% knew and let it happen. And that's possible what happened with Osama bin Laden and all those fucking planes. They just let it happen because it let them go in and, do their fucking wars and whatnot. Anyway, I don't think they're planting fucking bombs in the building, though. I don't think they did that because they wouldn't need to do that. And also, like, the more complicated a conspiracy is, the more people there are to rat it out, and the more evidence that there would be to point out that that's what happened. So if the planes fly out of the buildings, that's enough for the terror that they wanted, right? Anyway, Chunk says, I no longer believe in 11. 2 paper passports did not burn and were found on the rubble. Apparently, it wasn't 2 passports, just 1. That's what the note said. Blah, 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 WTC 7. We already showed you a video about what happened to WTC 7. A building fell on it and it burned up shit. Our government doesn't work for us. I agree there. And he's like, to my normie friends, you lost me when you start use the word normie. You're like 90. Chunk, you're older than I am, okay? You can't use the word norm anymore, seriously. And, oh no, Chunk. Seem to be going off the deep end a little bit there. What do you guys think? You guys like the 9/11 conspiracy theory? It's kind of old, though. It's kind of dated a little bit, to be honest with you. Meanwhile, guess who Chunk been partying with? You're going to be shocked, y'all. You're not going to be that shocked because you see his face right there. Funded by billionaires in Russia. Hair running away from his head as quick as he possibly can. Benny Johnson. Best friends, though, Chunk, apparently.
I just want everyone to know that Cenk has an important announcement.
All right, for those who are Israel first and think I'm Muslim Brotherhood.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, you're literally butting up, though, with the fucking fascist Nazi who is the mouthpiece for the secret police, the dictatorship, the overthrow of America, somebody that takes money from Russians in order to divide our fucking country. You're not supposed to be friendly with these people, all right? We're supposed to fucking punch Nazis. I'm not saying you should punch Nazis, Chunk, but punch Nazis, Chunk. Go on, Chunk! God damn it, Chunk! Whatever.
Ilhan Omar going in together on a winery.
Oh, my God. Just worse people. That's who's getting the big clicks in the fucking social media these days. Meanwhile, you guys remember the lead singer of 2 Live Crew? Uncle Luke used to call himself back in the day when I was a kid, and here I'm dating myself. Luke Skywalker. Remember that? 2 Live Crew. So if you guys don't remember 2 Live Crew, 2 Live Crew is the first tape I ever had in my life. I heard about 2 Live Crew and I was like, I gotta have me some 2 Live Crew. They was the dirtiest band on earth. They was like, fuck my pussy, fuck my pussy. And they were like, me so horny. Oh, me so horny at the fuck shock. This is where you can get fun. Anyway, all their songs were dirty as shit. And I was like, yes, that's got to be in my ears. And so I went to the tape store and they was like, you too young. You only like 10 years old. We have to be an adult. And I was like, you got to be an adult to my music? I thought this is America. But apparently they're the first band to ever have like Congress say this is obscene. They had to go to like court and win and shit. And they had like explicit lyrics on their fucking tapes. And you had to goddamn have an adult to buy the tape. So I said, Daddy, you haven't been around much in my life, Daddy. Please, Daddy, buy me this 2 Live Crew tape. But Daddy's like, I don't give a shit. Sure. So he bought me that 2 Live Crew tape, and I was at the fuck shack. We go fuck you in the ass at the fuck shack. It was awesome. And then my mom found the tape, my Christian mom, and I was like, that's not mine. It's my brother's. And I blamed him, and he got in trouble. So anyway, Luke Skywalker. He was the lead singer of this band. He called himself Luke Skywalker for about 10 minutes until Lucas Entertainment was like, yeah, we suing you, motherfucker. And he was like, oh, I'm Uncle Luke now, everybody. I changed my name anyway, apparently. He running for Congress or some shit. Uncle Luke Campbell is jumping back into electoral politics. The Miami-based pioneer and First Amendment champion just announced that he will run for Florida's 20th congressional district, pitching himself as a celebrity turned civic activist who can convert decades of community work and a Democratic primary win. And I'm saying, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm all about the fuck shack meeting in Congress. Hey, it can't be any worse than MTG, right? Do your thing, Luke. Meanwhile, over there, what the fuck? Did you guys hear? Apparently, they discovered how Nell Vaney got killed. Remember Nell Vaney? Well, first off, he got poisoned by Vladimir Putin, and he was in another country, and he was like, I'm going to go back to Russia for some reason. And then I'm like, why is he going back to Russia? They going to kill you. And he's like, I don't care. So he went back to Russia. They'll go kill him. And apparently, they shot him with some frog poison. Yeah! Europe says Putin killed Alex Navalny with frog toxin. Apparently he was walking around the yard out in the prison in Russia, and they went up, they shot a fucking dart at him with some frog shit on it, and they killed him. That's some creative motherfucking murder right there, to be honest with you. I guess they want to know everybody, they want everybody to know they did it. But I still can't understand why he went back to Russia, though. I mean, I know he's brave and shit, but like, I don't want to die. Was he suicidal? Did he think that the Russian people were just going to like rise up against Putin if he was in prison or something? I don't know. Bad life decisions. Died at 47. That's way too young anyway. I want to lick a frog, but I don't want to die from no fucking frog poison. I heard you can like lick a frog and get high as fuck. Never done that before though. And then, did you guys hear about the James Vanderbeek controversy? So at first, everybody was like, poor old Jamie Vanderbeek having to sell his Dawson Creek memorabilia to pay for his cancer treatment. They poor as fuck. They ain't doing good, the Dawsons. And so then he died, right? And then everybody was like, oh, he had to sell his shit. Let's give him money. And so they gave his family through GoFundMe. It's like $3 million. All kinds of money because he was poor as shit. And then turns out a month before he died, he bought a ranch worth $4.76 million. So he wasn't broke at all. They had plenty of fucking money. And now everybody mad. They're like, why don't we just give you guys $3 million when you just bought a $5 million ranch? This shit fucky. And of course, Vanderbeek has said nothing. So I don't know, y'all. I don't care. I didn't give him no money. Whatever. But anyway, Realtor.com, for some reason, outing the fuck out of them, showing their big old fucking ranch they bought and shit. With old Dawson out there with he got like 10 white-ass kids. That's some Aryan genes right there. Anyway, I don't know, that's controversy. And what else? Oh, then Michael Jordan, you gotta see this one. Apparently, Michael Jordan out there at the Daytona 500, and what is he doing? Looks like he might be inappropriately touching a young boy's ass. I don't know. Here we go. So, all right, there's Michael Jordan. Here he is, and there's a young boy. I think he is one of the sons of one of the drivers. And then he's like, Gucci, Gucci, goo, butthole of this kid. I'm grabbing your ass, kid. Gucci, Gucci, goo. What's he yelling? I don't know. I'm just going to say it's innocent fun, y'all. It's Michael Jordan, right? I mean, MJs are usually pedophiles in my experience, but not this time, I'm sure, right? Perfectly reasonable. Explanation for all this. Anyway, people's like, yikesy on that shit. I don't know. I don't care. And what else I got? Oh, then one more on the what the fuck. And this, super what the fuck. Did you guys hear about this story? Let me just play it for you. All right, so this is a U.S. Customs and Border agent. He's like a supervisor. And here's what happened.
A U.S. Customs and Border Protection supervisor is facing charges out of Laredo tonight. He is accused of harboring an immigrant who is his niece.
What?
But also his girlfriend.
What?
That is according to the complaint. Now, according to the Department of Homeland Security, the agency found out about the allegations against 52-year-old Andres Wilkinson after somebody called their tip line. The woman, who initially entered the U.S. on a visitor visa back in 2023, overstayed and has been living with Wilkinson since 2024. Authorities say he was aware of her status and financially supported her. If convicted, Wilkinson faces up to 10 years in federal prison.
All right, I was on board when he's just a hypocrite, right? He's DHS supervisor, letting a fucking illegal live in his house. All right, it's his girlfriend. It's girlfriend. Sometimes, like love overrides your job, overrides everything, and then it's his niece. It's his brother's daughter, and I'm like, flag on the play. Oh, hell no. So, look, I'm from Mississippi, right? Everybody knows second cousins don't count. But I'm pretty sure nieces do, so hell to the no on all this. You dirty motherfuckers. And that is my what the fuck for this evening. Finish on a real one there. This world crazy, y'all. And all right, get your super chats in, everybody. You're going to read a couple Beyond parodies. And I got one hero. It's Woody Harrelson. One hero you're never going to guess. Except if you listen to me. And all right, we're along. Finish you guys off with a happy ending. It's time for some Beyond motherfucking parody. Beyond the parody. So last show, after party, I guess, I played you guys the video of Jordan Peterson's daughter, Michaela Peterson, who has become a plastic surgery nightmare. Her face so fucking smooth you can barely even see her nose anymore. Too much, Michaela. Anyway, she now bitching because the right wing are all misogynists. Who could have seen this coming? And she's all like, I figured out why the manosphere and the groypers like women under 23. Because they're naive. I certainly was. Nobody older and wiser would sleep with any of them. Children is the best shot they've got. Loser pedos. That's right, you rightoids. All you guys who made my daddy rich. I mean, you're like, mostly you're incels because of him and his bad fucking advice, but we don't take our responsibility. You guys are weird pedos. And then remember when she actually slept with this fucking sex trafficking rapist? Yeah, she did it. Remember? It was when her daddy got COVID because she gave him COVID. She was literally over there in like a Russian nightclub where they were vaping and hitting the hookahs and shit, just spewing their spit all over the place. And then she got COVID, almost killed her daddy. And then she was fucking Andrew Tate. She was fucking a sex trafficking rapist. And then, so of course, he go clown her, which is hilarious. He's like, wah, wah. I'm old now. Wah. Wish I was still young and hot. Wah. And I love it. I love it. You lay down with dogs, you get fleas, right? It's exactly what you deserve. You help usher in this era of the manosphere. And so talk about live by the sword, die by the sword. Lepers ate your motherfucking face. Hope it was worth it. That's back when her face looked kind of normal. Now she's weird as shit looking. And all right. One more. Folks, as I mentioned repeatedly on this show, I hate AI. It's the worst among us. It literally cannot create art, okay? And the water, it's going to boil the earth with all the water it's using. However, I did find an AI video that perfectly illustrates what modern day AI is like. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but this is absolutely fucking genius.
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right? We're curing cancer.
No, you're not. Woo! Making big old titties. We making tingle bitties. That's what the technology gonna be used for, y'all. Cancer, right? We ain't curing no cancer. We gonna make your bust size 10 sizes up. Break out the quadruple D bras. AI gonna need it. Damn! Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm on board once again. I'm on AI side. Just saying, like, if it wipes out humanity, worth it. Look at those titties, y'all. Look at your titties. And all right, folks. One more. I got one hero. It's Woody Harrelson. Let's finish you guys off with our hero. Get your super chats in. We're gonna be heroes like Woody Harrelson. One and only hero tonight, it's Woody Harrelson. And Woody Harrelson using his platform to speak out against the orange goof.
We have a guy running this country who has unearthed a lot of bigotry and a lot of racism, and it seems to be more virulent than ever. So, yeah, it's strange how it seems like we're going backward. And yeah, I wish that there were a way to, get rid of that son of a and get in a great president, you know, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen, and I don't know how much he's going to continue to foment hatred. We have a guy...
100%, obviously, he's going to foment hatred, 100%. That's entirely his purpose, his job, how he got into office, and why they support him. And hey, that's America for you, baby. I'm with you, Woody, though. It sucks shit. And all right, that is my heroes in my show for tonight, folks. Hey, if you bail out, do me a favor, hit the like button. It's the least you can do. But also leave comments and helps the algorithm. More importantly, please kick me a couple bucks on PayPal. Join up for my patron. I got an after party coming up on Wednesday. It's the show after the show. It's worth every penny. So help me and the cats out. Don't let me go hungry. Keep the show on the air. Thank you in advance. And all right, we're going to read the super chats. And get your PayPals in, folks. I'm going to read the PayPals on the next show. Going to read all the next show. So get them in. Got to go down the list. Appreciate you. Agent Orange got you on Friday with a big one. Hell yeah. I love big ones. Crago Drago, today is President's Day. Boo. But instead of giving money to our orange dictator, I'll just give it to you. Fuck yeah. Man, I would be a great president. My humility, I think, is probably what made me so good. Love the show. Say hi to the kiddies. Hi, kiddies. Hi. I think I already said that. And all right, folks. What you gonna do, Short Show? Been fun hanging out with you guys. I will be back Wednesday, day after to motherfucking tomorrow for another episode of the world's greatest show. Until then, I'm going to play you guys out with an original song by Dusty Smith. This one, Meow. Pretty apt one for this show. And all right, let's do it to it. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. You guys have a good Tuesday out there. I love you. Good night.
Pussy.